maxims related to the contract. Okay, maxim 9. Okay, which is al-aslu fil uqud ridha muta'aqidaini wa maujibuha ma aujabahu ala anfusihima bitta'aqid. Okay, so al-aslu means apa? The fundamental, basically, fil uqud, in the contract. Rida, what is rida? Rida is accept, isn't it? Rida. Rida is meaning that consent. Rida muta'aqidaini. Muta'aqidaini from the word akad, contract. When there is a mim there, it means a people. People that is in the contracts. Contractual parties. When there is a qidaini, meaning that more than one people. Two people. Okay, two people in the contract. Where is my cursor? Okay, two people in the contract. Rasanya ada somebody wanted to enter. Maybe madam try to change the setting tapi. 34. Okay. 34. Sekejap madam take attendance. Sekejap ya. Okay. Kan? Okay ya. Okay. Wa maujibuha, meaning that whatever that is, wa maujibuha is from the word wajib, kan? Mu tu apa yang diwajibkan. Maksudnya what the terms and conditions that stipulates in the contract. Wa maujibuha ma aujabahu, whatever that is agreed, ma aujabahu ala anfusihima, ke atas, on the anfusihima is nafsun from the word diri. Maksudnya the terms and conditions that is agreed to the contractual parties. Anfusihima tu diri orang. Diri sendirilah. Hima tu the contractual parties. Bita'akud, with the agreement, the akad. With the agreement, the akad here. Okay, so in other words, the general principle conferring validity of the contract is the consent, rida, consent of both parties, and the effective terms and conditions are what they agree. Okay, so rida, macam tak kena je dia punya spelling rida ni. R-A-R-E sebenarnya. Rida, R-E-D-H-A, rida. So, so this is the lingual meanings. Okay, mujib, mujib is the word wajib lah. It means obligations, obligating, or obligations. So in the contract of contract, a mujib is the requirements or the terms and the condition imposed in the contract. Okay, so fundamentally, okay, tengok balik, fundamentally in a contract, especially in the Islamic contract lah kan, because we talk about from Islamic perspective. In the Islamic contract, there must be a consent of the parties and also whatever the terms and the conditions that they are agreed to with the contract. Okay, so there must be mutual consent. Mutual consent means that both seller and buyer must reda. Kalau kita cakap agree je, it does not necessarily consent, isn't it? Maybe the other party is forced to sign, forced to do the contract. So reda, the words reda here is reda internally and reda externally. Reda when they sign the agreements and also reda in their heart. Sometimes sign dia nampak macam okay, tapi kat dalam hati dia tak okay sebenarnya. Tapi but in Islam, both. Kalau dia sign, dia mesti reflect both lah. Reda in the heart and also reda in the words or gesture. Okay, bila dia cakap, apa yang dia cakap tu it reflect their hearts. Macam tu. Dia tak boleh macam uh, dalam hati lain, dekat luar lain. Biasa jadi macam tu kan. But, so it does not bring the meanings of rida or mutual consent. Okay, in the context of Islamic contract. Okay. Okay, so an offer regarded as an expression of willingness, offer kan, offer to buy, offer to sell. So it is express of willingness to contract. I want to buy your clothes. I want to buy your laptop. It is willingness. It is offer. On a certain terms, it made with the preliminary intentions that become binding as soon as it is accepted by the person to whom it is addressed. So when I said to you, I want to buy your laptop and I offer kan. So at the same time, you accept. Okay, madam, no problem. I can sell my laptop to you. So it is consent. It is accept lah kan, offer and acceptance kan. So it is acceptance uh, by the other party, by you on the offer that I made. Okay, so the expressions, so that the offer and acceptance must be done by mutual consent. It cannot be like madam, madam, but with macam susah sangat nak lepas, because of you are my madam, because of you are lecturer, so I will boleh lah. Maksudnya it's not really 100% a consent. Okay, cara, the way that you accept my offer is something that is not showing that you are reda on the offer. Okay, so it is tak boleh lah. So it is wrong. Okay, tak boleh macam tu. So the expressions of an offer may come in a different form, such as a letter, newspaper, advertisement, fax, email, and even conduct, as long as it communicates in the basis on which the offerer is prepared to contract. Okay, offer ni macam-macam lah kan. Offer ni sometimes kalau kita cakap offer je macam sales je. Invitation to treat. Maksudnya when you walk in the shopping mall, nampak ada kedai, offer, sales. So itu pun offer juga tu sebenarnya. So when you come to the shop and then buy their clothes, so it means that you accept the offer. So and it must be done by mutual consent. Tak ada macam push selling. Ada juga kan push selling. Kalau jumpa ejen-ejen insurance ke ataupun yang jual credit card ke kan, they are actually the approach is push selling. They push the customer to buy their products. Okay, so in Islam it is wrong. Cannot be like that. Okay. So meanwhile, an acceptance is a manifestation of the offer made by the offeree. Okay, so as an illustration, if the first party or known as the seller or the offerer says, I want to sell this house to you, and then the second party, which is the buyer or the offeree, says, I accept that what has been said by the seller is offer, and a statement made by the buyer is called acceptance. Similar lah with the example that I give to you kan. So offer and acceptance, and this must be done by mutual consent. No force, no push selling, push buying ataupun misleading of information. No, in Islam there is a wrong conduct. Okay, so the Islamic sources. Okay, in Surah An-Nisa, verse 29, this is very popular verse, so I hope that you can memorize this verse. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la ta'kulu amwalakum bainakum bil batil illa an takuna tijaratan taradhim minkum wala taqtulu anfusakum innallaha kana bikum rahima. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, or you who believe. Again, allazina amanu, yang beriman. If we are the believer, then we must follow this verse. Okay, ya ayyuhallazina. Allah bercakap dengan orang yang beriman. Allah bercakap dengan kita. Kita percaya dengan Allah. Okay. La ta'kulu, janganlah makan. Do not consume. La ta'kulu amwalakum bainakum, sesama kamu. Do not consume one another's wealth. Jangan makan harta sesama kamu. Do not consume one another's wealth wrongfully. Dengan cara yang batil. Wrongfully here is a very general words. Allah tak cakap pun jangan makan secara menipu. Tapi Allah cakap wrongfully. So banyak cara yang untuk cara yang tak betul lah, wrongfully bainakum bil batil illa, kecuali illa antakuna tijaratan, ia hendaklah dilakukan perniagaan itu, let be trading. Tijarah is trading, tijaratan antaradim minkum, by mutual consent. Reda, mutual consent here reflect the meanings of reda, di antara kamu. Wala taqtulu anfusakum, do not kill one another. Wala taqtulu, sebenarnya maksudnya wala taqtulu anfusakum tu jangan membunuh mereka dan diri kamu sendiri sebenarnya. Jangan membunuh diri kamu. Wala taqtulu anfusakum. Okay, jangan bunuh diri kamu sendiri. So dia punya continue, the continue, satu ayat ni maksudnya means that kalau if we do the trading without mutual consent, at the same time actually we kill ourselves, meaning that it will return back to ourselves. Wala taqtulu anfusakum, jangan bunuh diri kamu. Innallaha kana bikum rahima, Allah is indeed merciful to. Allah sangat kasihkan kamu. Tapi kamu sendiri yang bunuh diri kamu. So dalam perniagaan, in a business, in a trading, when we do something that is wrong, or we do the trading without a mutual consent, we do cheatings, we mislead the information. It's actually we do it for ourselves. It will return back to ourselves. We kill ourselves, we kill our business actually. Kalau customer tahu, agak-agaknya dia akan datang balik tak kat kita? Tak. So that is why Allah said, jangan wala taqtulu anfusakum. Okay. La taqtulu amwalakum bainakum bil batil. Okay. Okay, so okay, another verse in surah An-Nisa juga, verse 4, wa atun nisaa saduqatihinna nihlah fa in tibna lakum syai'im minhu nafsa fakuluhu hani'am mari'a, and give women their bridal due in the spirit of a gift. Bagi apa nama dia, mas kahwin, give intentions of gift. But if they are happy to give up some for you, you may enjoy it with clear conscience. Maksudnya kan mas kahwin tu wajib kan. Kalau in the case of, banyak berlaku kan, in the case of yang husband ni dia dah bagi, he gave apa nama dia, mas kahwin, but at the same time dia minta balik, he wanted to have maybe half. Okay, but if the wife do not agree, the husband cannot take it. But if they are happy, agree lah maksudnya, but if they are happy to give up some for you, you may enjoy. Dia ambil je. Okay, so in this case, husband tak boleh force the wife to give a half or to full of the mas kahwin, return back, give back to the husband. But it is allowed if the wife with a reda husband ambil portions of the mas kahwin tu, bridal tu. Okay, so in this case kena ada reda lah. Kalau if tak reda tak boleh lah. Kalau reda, then Allah kata boleh. Walaupun memang mas kahwin tu memang wajib diberi. Okay. Okay, from the hadith. So from the hadith, it is not lawful to acquire a person wealth without he is freely given consent. Hadith from Ahmad. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Okay. From his hadith. Okay. So this hadith actually it is saying from the Prophet. Hadith kan saying from the Prophet, not from Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal just menyampaikan hadis ni. So it is from the Prophet. Okay, it is not lawful to acquire a person wealth without his freely given consent. Very straightforward. Kalau let's say if you want to borrow your friend laptop, but you just say, okay, may I borrow your laptop, and you just take it without listening to your friend's response. So tak boleh macam tu. You have to listen whether your friends are willingly to borrow you her laptop or his laptop or not. Okay, so must be a free consent. Okay, example lah. So example in the daily activities, employment agreement, for example, dalam employment agreement, kalau when you are appointed to work at one company, so before start working, you have to sign the employment agreement. So when you sign, meaning that so this one in real life, when you sign, meaning that you are agree with the terms and the conditions that stipulated in the employment agreement. So if you commit any offense of the agreement, so you actually dah go opposite. So the company can do something lah, can penalize ke apa ke, okay, from the work. Okay. Then offer letter university. Offer letter university pun ada kan kat dalam offer letter. So in case you accept this offer, so you have to prepare this certain document. So you have to submit or return back the acceptance letter to the university. So macam tu lah. Okay. And then wakaf khas and wakaf am. In terms of wakaf, so when someone wanted to wakaf his property, land ke, cash ke, okay, so the conduct must be in rida. Tak bolehlah majlis agama Islam yang paksa. Pak Cik Ahmad for example, to wakaf his land, sebab his land ni just beside the grave, sebelah. So Imam cakap, Pakcik Ahmad, why not you give you wakaf je your land to the mosque, because your land just beside the grave. So we want to extend the grave area. So dalam hati Pakcik Ahmad, no, I want to build my house here. I don't want to do wakaf. But Imam just push, please Pakcik Ahmad, please Pakcik Ahmad. So cannot lah. Which finally Pakcik Ahmad agree in the words, cakap okay lah, but in his heart he's not agree, so he cannot do like that. Okay, so it's wrong. Okay, nak wakaf, it must be rida. The intentions must be for the sake of Allah. It is not by force, it is not by to show off, no. Okay, when we want to commit with a wakaf tunai, cash wakaf. So the way we do the cash wakaf, it must be from our heart, not because of the lecturer, not because of friends, not because of not because to show off. Cannot be like that. So so nanti bila dia punya reward tak dapat lah, because the intention is not true. The intention is not for the sake of Allah. Okay, example in Islamic finance. Okay, so far clear with this magazine?
Clear with them.
Ah,
Boleh, boleh.
aku just nak ensure you are with me. Takut tiba-tiba seorang je cakap ni. Okay, now example in Islamic finance, financing agreement, samalah. Kalau kita buka bank account pun, kita buka and then we receive ataupun a bank agree to give us financing, basically there will be agreement. And we have to read the agreement. Do not read the signature part only. Please read everything, all the terms and conditions, all the wordings in the agreement. Okay, so means that when we read and understand all the agreement, and then we sign the agreements, so we are really concerned with the agreements. But it always happens that the customer do not read the agreements. They just want to rush to sign the agreement and then receive the money. But later on, something happens that he didn't rely. It is already stated in the agreement. Itulah masalahnya. Okay. So financing agreement must be done with mutual consent, with redha. Sometimes maybe bank they put uh, the term and conditions that the weightage is more towards them, okay, and not the customer. Okay, the conventional lah. But for the Islamic banks, they are always advised to set the term and condition that is fair enough to all parties, to the bank, to the customer, to any third party. Okay, let's say a grantor ke, so the term and condition must be fair. Okay, for the Islamic banking. Okay. And then for mudarabah, tawaruk and ijarah contract, okay, I give you example in mudarabah contracts. In mudarabah contract, because of only one party that contribute fund or capital, so that is why when the loss happen, so the contributor of capital will bear the losses because dia yang keluarkan duit. Biasanya kerugian, the losses is measured in terms of monetary losses kan. So in musyarakah, because both parties contribute the fund, that is why when there is a loss, so the loss will be shared by all parties because all of them contribute the money. So it is fair lah. And then in mudarabah, kalau that loss is because of the negligence, mistake of the mudarib and not the Rabbumal, so the mudarib have to bear the losses. So it is fair. Okay. And then the determinations of profit sharing in mudarabah, it must be done by mutual consent. Kalau kita kita deposit money with a mudarabah investment account, so the bank need to give or inform us the profit rate sharing. So we must agree on the rate, the sharing of profit rate. Okay, so consent and agree and sign. So okay. Okay. Okay, and then fixed deposit, sama lah fixed deposit. Fixed deposit pun, kalau fixed deposit, what is the difference between fixed deposit and normal deposit? Okay, the difference is normal deposit, we can withdraw our money anytime kat mana-mana. But fixed deposit, the deposit is fixed for certain period with the bank. Kalau we choose, because fixed deposit basically dia ada 3 months fixed deposit, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months and 1 year fixed deposit. Kalau we choose to have a 3 months fixed deposit, we cannot withdraw our money within that 3 months. Kalau 1 year lah tak boleh touch, we cannot touch. Okay, we cannot touch, and then basically fixed deposit, we cannot withdraw using our ATM card. But the thing is, fixed deposit, if we choose to have 1 year fixed deposit, okay, the bank will inform us for 1 year fixed deposit, the profit rate. Fixed deposit basically is related to the investment. Okay, we want to get more profit lah from the deposit. But with a low risk. Dia bukan macam normal investment, tapi dia ada sikit elements of investment. So the banks will offer us, okay, fixed deposit for 1 year, the profit rate is 4%. Fixed deposit for 3 months, the profit rate is 2%. So basically the longer the period we place our money at fixed deposit, they will be high profit. Okay, so we cannot touch lah without that duration. If we still want to withdraw, so we do not receive the profit later on. Kalau macam fixed deposit 1 year, tapi 6 months kita dah nak withdraw lah. Bank kata boleh nak withdraw, tapi tak dapat lah profit. Sebab dah you dah langgar you punya term and condition, agreement. Agreement is 1 year. So 6 months dah keluar lah. So agreement dah langgar. So tak ada hak, you don't have right to receive the profit. Then, okay. So that is a fixed deposit. So I think that's all for this maxim. Okay, you are not only responsible for what you say, but also for what you do. What you do not say. What you do not say. Betul. Dalam hati jugalah maksudnya. So that's all for this maxim. Okay. So far any questions regarding this maxim? Ada soalan tak? Clear tak? Okay. Clear?
So far clear, madam.
Clear? So may I proceed to the next maxim?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So next maxims, this one so related to the financing product, financing contract. Okay. Oh, sekejap ya. Dia kena record baru sekejap. Sekejap, madam boleh